Good old Wrestlemania, good old WWE. Just, it was I can't explain to you guys, you know. What's up, guys? It's GKD Wrestler here, and today I'm going to be talking about WrestleMania 32, my reactions to it. Right, it was a fantastic event. Like, WWE, they done good. They done really good up to the main event. The main event ruined the pay-per-view. I think everyone would agree with me with that. Every single match was ruined by the main event. You had better spots from the pre-show matches, from Kalisto vs Ryback. Kalisto vs Ryback was actually a decent match compared to the main event. So there was a lot of decent spots in there. One disappointment in the pre-show was when there was the 5-on-5 Divas match. Lana, we was all hyped for Lana. Like, I was really like, oh, Lana's gonna have a professional debut in WWE. She done like 3 moves, like 3 kicks. What the fuck? Like, we didn't even see her copy Brie Bella's finisher again. But you know, they deserve to win. Total Divas. That's gonna be Brie Bella's last match, and she goes out on a high, which is well deserved. The Usos versus the Dudleys. Again, a decent match. I think the Usos are a better tag team than the Dudleys. I think Dudleys are a thing of the past, or perhaps they've been badly booked, which they have, but it's you're entitled to your opinion. The biggest shock, though, of the entire pay-per-view, this was ridiculous. Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental Championship. Like, I was lost for words. I really was lost for words. Like, what the hell? Out of all the people that's in this match, I would have put Sin Cara more as a favourite than Zack Ryder. I thought Kevin Owens was going to win this. I really did. I done poor on his predictions, by the way. I didn't release the video onto YouTube. I made predictions with my family, etc., and I done really poorly. But Zack Ryder, The Miz was on top of the ladder, and The Miz was showing off, as usual, thinking he's the best. He is a good wrestler, but then Zack Ryder come up behind, pushed him off the ladder, and Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental Championship. So much for KO Mania. I don't know what that gimmick was. It was a load of shit, really, but yeah, Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental Championship. Fair Play was actually a good match. Like, I loved the ladder match. I thought it was brilliant. Like, lots of good spots. When Sin Cara frog splashed, I forgot who it was. Who did he frog splash through? It wasn't really a frog splash. It was just a dive through the ladder. I think it was Stardust. I think. Yeah, it was Stardust. He frog splashed Stardust through the ladder. It was actually a really good match. There were some good spots in there. Again, much better than the main event. At this point, I thought, yeah, it's going really well. It carried on then with Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. Another shock result. Chris Jericho won, but I guess Chris Jericho's legacy is worth him getting the win. He's a fantastic wrestler. They're both good workers. It was a fine match. Like, I loved watching that. Probably the best encounter they've had, in my opinion. The next match after that was the League of Nations versus the New Day, which was, again, a decent match. There was a lot of good spots in that match as well. I expected the League of Nations to win, but not the way they did. I thought they'd win clean. Yet, King Barrett, I should say, ball hammered Xavier Woods, and then he got bro kicked by Sheamus, and they got the win. I wasn't really surprised by that. I thought Enzo and Cass were gonna come out, interrupt. That was just a dream. I hope they debut on Raw this upcoming tonight or tomorrow morning, when you're watching this. So yeah, then we had, for some reason, in mid-card with Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose. It's like, why is this in mid-card? This is going to steal the show. It was one match I was actually disappointed with. Like, I thought it was going to be better than that. Like, it was still a good match, don't get me wrong. I still thought it was a good match. There was a lot of good moves in it. Brock Lesnar suplexed Dean Ambrose like 13 times, and he F5'd him on chairs. But Dean Ambrose didn't really do much. He hit him with a couple of chair shots, a couple of kendo sticks. They had a couple of brawls outside the ring and stuff like that. But he didn't hit dirty deeds. He didn't hit that thing when he bounces off the rope and does that clothesline. He didn't hit any of that. So it was quite dominant from Brock Lesnar. I thought Dean Ambrose was going to win because he's the underdog character. But again, I'm not going to complain. It was a decent match. This match, though, was, in my opinion, the second best match on this entire card. It was Charlotte versus Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. This was such a good match. Guys, I'm not being funny. I prefer the divas to the men at the moment. Like, this was a fantastic match. These three can really wrestle. These three can go. Like, this is the future of the Divas Revolution, and Charlotte won the match. Quite surprising. I thought Sasha Banks was going to win. I thought it was a sure thing that she was going to win, but Charlotte retains. Can't complain. She's a fantastic heel character, and she's a fantastic heel champion, so I'm not going to complain. And on that front, actually, the Women's Championship got announced. Fantastic idea, brilliant. It's better than the Divas title with covered in glitter and diamonds and pink and stuff like that. It's disgusting. Now we have a white, red and like gold belt. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the new belt. So that's a fantastic thing that WWE brought in. The next match after that was Undertaker versus Shane McMahon. This was the match of the night. I'm telling you right now, this is contended to be this is one of the best matches I've seen in a long, long time. Well, saying that, on NXT Dallas we had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. That was probably match of the year, but not excluding that. This one was fantastic. Shane McMahon, I predicted this. I told everyone this. He'd jump off the cage, through the table. He missed Undertaker. But before that, there was tons and tons of spots. Like, he done an elbow drop off the stairs. Undertaker chokeslammed Shane onto the stairs. Undertaker, like, a type of speared him through the cage. Shane McMahon put him through... Undertaker put Shane McMahon through the table. As I said, the elbow drop for the table, and I love what Shane McMahon done. He's like, bring it on, big man, bring on dead man. Like, he kept asking him for more. Like, that's the Shane McMahon I grew up watching. Like, it was fantastic to see. I love Shane McMahon, but Undertaker ultimately did deserve to win this match. I thought Shane was going to win, but fair play to Undertaker. He is the dead man. He is one of the best of all time. So I got no complaints to that match. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, for some reason it was the second to last match in the entire card. Actually it's third, but we'll get into that. I don't know why this was third from last. I thought this was going to be at the start, or maybe on the pre-show, but it was a good match as well. Like, there was a couple of surprise entries. We had DDP for a start, and then we had Shaquille O'Neal. Like, I was in shock when I saw Shaquille O'Neal. I forgot the sheer size of Shaquille O'Neal. He's absolutely huge. He's bigger than Big Show, like in height ways, you know. He's not heavier, but he's taller. I thought these two were going to go at it. All they done was freaking hold each other by the throat. Like, that was such a disappointment to the entire match. That was the only disappointment. Then they both got eliminated by every single other superstar. Then it got to like the final... I think it was the final four. I think it was Mark Henry... No, was it Mark Henry? Was Mark Henry in the final? No, Mark Henry wasn't in the final four. It was Kane, Darren Young, Bo Dallas and Baron Corbin. Kane eliminated Bo Dallas and Darren Young at the same time, both doing chokeslams over the top rope, and then as soon as Kane was about to turn around, Baron Corbin chucked him over the top rope and won the Battle Royal. I was quite happy with this result, actually. I didn't know he was in the Battle Royal. Like, I was surprised when I saw him, but he's an upcoming NXT star. He's not the don't get me wrong, he's not the best wrestler in NXT, but I like him. He's a good heel. Like, he talks smack. He's what a heel should be like. So I'm quite happy with that result. Overall, yet again, another good match. All these matches have been good. Every single one. Then we get even better with John Cena returning. Oh my god, 2 or 3 months before he's even scheduled, he comes back, teams up with The Rock to take on the Wyatt family, which I did not expect that. Like, the Wyatt family to interrupt The Rock. Good. Like, it was a fantastic call from WWE. I thought it was brilliant, personally, because I love the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt and The Rock could make a fantastic promo together. Like, they're both fantastic talkers on the mic. Clearly, Bray Wyatt has improved. He kept on speaking about like spiritual stuff and stuff like that. It was confusing, but he didn't at WrestleMania. It was like straight talk instead, and it was fantastic to hear. John Cena came out to defend The Rock. He done an AA, Rock done Rock Bottom. John Cena done the Five Knuckle Shuffle. Rock done Rock Bottom. Rock Bottom. People's Elbow. All that stuff, and then they had a show of respect. They hugged in the middle of the ring. Fantastic to see, and I was hopeful for this. I was hopeful for the main event. It got me going. It's like, there's going to be an upset in this main event. How wrong was I? Like, I can't put into words how disappointed I am about the main event. Roman Reigns beat Triple H. and every single person in the entire world that's a WWE fan expected this. And you know what? Deservedly, by the way, he got booed out the building, which I totally agree with. I would have done exactly the same. The only good spot from that match was when he speared Stephanie McMahon. That was good. And when he speared Triple H through the barricade. I'm telling him now, that was the only good spot. It was the worst match of the entire night, and that was the so-called main event. Why didn't Undertaker versus Shane McMahon go on last? Why? Why didn't Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose go closer to the end? Why couldn't that be a mid-card match? That was the whole fan, all the fans from the stadium are gonna go home unhappy. You know, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Roman Reigns won. That's a load of crap. That's ruined WrestleMania." In a way, it has. Like, in a way, the rest, like as I said a couple of times in this video, the main event was the only bad match in this entire pay-per-view. The rest of it was brilliant. WWE impressed me because they went in without John Cena. They went in without Cesaro. They went in without Nikki Bella, etc., etc. Seth Rollins, Randy Orton. We're talking about big WWE superstars here, and they did impress me. Like, I thought it was a fantastic pay-per-view, well worth £10 on WWE Network. Like, but then the main event just ruined it completely. Ruined it. It just chucked it all in the bin, and Vince McMahon is loving it. He's loving the Roman Reigns is going to be the next John Cena. It's ridiculous. He needs to turn him heel. Otherwise, people are just going to keep on booing him. Is that what he wants? Is that what he wants? Just keep on booing Roman Reigns every single place he goes. Raw, you need to watch Raw, guys. You need to watch Raw for the boos that Roman Reigns is going to have on his own. Like, he's going to be booed out of the freaking building. You thought it was bad at WrestleMania. It's going to be even worse with Raw. Well, I don't know if it's going to be worse, because he did literally get booed by 100,000 fans in the AT&T Stadium. It's exactly what he deserves. It was a crap match by a superstar that no one likes. Triple H is one of the best of all time. He didn't do anything. Literally hit the pedigree once, I think, or twice maybe, I don't know. But it was just appalling. The main event was literally appalling. So that's my reactions to WrestleMania. Overall, I'm happy with the wrestling quality. Like, it was a fantastic pay-per-view. The downfall was the main event, unfortunately, for WWE, and they're going to lose a lot of fans just from that main event. So, it's been GKD Wrestling. Please make sure to leave a like on this video. It'll be much appreciated. And subscribe if you've subscribed already. I'm going to be doing predictions and reactions to every single pay-per-view from now on. I know I didn't do one for WrestleMania, but I will do one for Extreme Rules. I think that's the next pay-per-view. So, until then, I'll see you guys next time.